Hansi Flick has fully lost his mind. Eric Garcia was seen crashing out in the tunnel, and now we've got an explanation to why that Barcelona goal did not count and was deemed offside after 8 minutes, along with the other disgusting, disgraceful officiating decisions against Barcelona today. Now, before anyone starts, Barcelona did not lose this game because of officiating. Barcelona lost because they're shit. Their defense is bad. But what took place today, I don't care how bad you are, bro. You gotta have the referee officiate a clean match. Eric Garcia was sent off for what was the least clear red card incident in the match. You could have given him a yellow card and stuck with it. You chose to go to VAR and review and give him a red card when Casado was stomped on by Simeone. No VAR, nothing. The same Simeone goes and studs up to Balde. No red card. That's 2 incidents for him, 1 player. No review. And then this mockery, this 8 minutes, the longest ever VAR decision in Spanish history. And look at Flick, he's crashing now. This man started drawing lines in the air. You mock the referees because the referee committee explains the review of Kubarsi's took so long because they weren't able to initially determine the offside because there were so many players. So they had to draw manually the offside line. But here's the issue. These 2 images were released and they're conflicting. They're completely different. Look at the first image over here when Fermin Lopez, as soon as he releases the ball on the top in that first image, you're telling me Lewandowski in that image is offside. He looks about miles onside, but then the image that we get shown is this image in which Lewandowski is clearly offside. But it seems to me the image that they decided to go and start drawing lines on was well after the ball was shot by Fermin Lopez. And this has led to Flick coming out saying the refereeing here is a mess. For me, I saw that offside and there is no offside. What did they take? 7 minutes to check it? They were trying to find something disallowed. There's no clear communication either. We did not get that. And there was a lot more. Llorente should have had a red card. He stomped on Ferran Torres with his studs. There was a lot of more incidents. No matter how bad Barcelona are, no matter how bad Barcelona played today and deserve it to lose 100%, you cannot take away this disgusting officiating.
Today I find myself asking this question. Where did we all go wrong? How did we go from being one of the best teams in the world with the best attack, the offside trap being one of the best defensive systems in 2025, having that generational run? How did we go from that to losing 4-0 in the first half to Atletico Madrid, to losing 3-0 to Chelsea in the Champions League, losing to PSG, losing to Real Madrid, flopping against teams like Sevilla? Our downfall needs to be studied. It's become pretty clear that Barcelona has a defensive problem. It's become pretty clear that Barcelona is lacking at the back lines. And it's also very clear that Barcelona lacks also in the front lines when players like Rafinha and Pedri or Rashford or anyone important starts to miss or starts to get injured. And that leaves me to ask that big question that everyone's asking. What the hell is happening to Barcelona? The defenders are just wearing the t-shirt as a modeling clothing type, They're modeling with those t-shirts. They don't really earn the pride. They don't earn the privilege to wear a Barcelona kit after the recent performances I've been seeing. John Garcia made a big mistake by conceding that first goal last match. But can you really be mad at him? Because without him, we would have had it worse throughout the entire season. He's been really great. One of the best goalkeepers in the season so far. So this one mistake actually makes him look bad. We conceded to Griezmann out of all people. This guy hasn't scored against Barcelona in such a long while. But today he finally makes his mark. Lookman also scores against Barcelona in his first match, first encounter. Players like Koundé and Kubarsi are getting cooked right at the back there. What the hell is happening to Barcelona's defense for real? I don't even want to get started with Balde. I don't even want to get started with Ferran Torres. I don't want to get started with Dani Olmo. All of those players who are just mentioned are inconsistent players by nature. Barcelona is really missing the mark right now, and this downfall needs to be studied because this is like a huge downgrade compared to where we were last season. Last season we were beating teams left and right. It was whenever there was a big match with Barcelona involved, everyone put us as the favorites to win. But right now we look like we can't do it anymore, and we should literally wrap the Champions League up because there's no chance of us winning that. Let's look at a couple of examples. Take Balde for an instance. Look at his positioning when they scored the goal there from Griezmann. Look at his positioning again. He lets that guy run in behind him and chuck the ball over it. Then he fails to track back completely. He just gives up. Look at his demeanor when they're scoring against us. Again, Baldi is a player that's known for his pace, but he's being outpaced by Giuliano Simeone, who's a player to be slower than him. It's just his attitude, his attitude towards the game, because he already made it. He's already a Barcelona player, so he thinks he's on the top of the mountain. This is not a good mentality for Barcelonas to have, and so I suggest that the best solution that Hansi Flick can take here is just to buy a new centre back. Barcelona needs to reshuffle the defense and reinforce. As of now, I stand with my statement and I say the Champions League campaign is over. Just from watching this match, we're going to get knocked out, and we're going to get knocked out brutally. So just don't put your hopes up, please, guys. And also on top of that, we need in order for us to change, we need to start over from next season. We need to fix the mentality. We need to reshuffle the defense. This team does have potential. This team does have strength to perform good results. We do have what it takes to win the big one, but it all comes down to what are we willing to sacrifice. What are we willing to do? That's the question. This is why I ask myself, what the hell is happening to Barcelona? Because we have so much potential, but we don't show it. Anyways, on the other hand, if you guys have been impressed by my recent presentation and video so far, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to engage in the comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts on Barcelona and their recent form as of late. But we have a goal to reach 400 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you can just subscribe to the channel and share my videos with your friends and family, that would be very much appreciated, as we are halfway there. 50 more to go. Let's get it, man. Let's go. But have a blessed day. See you. Bye.